So anyway, I show up on set. I show up on set the first day. Nobody. Oh no, wait. We did a test, a makeup test, with the costume and everything. And I'll never forget this. We're in some studio in Hollywood, and it's all I remember is there being total blackness and these lights on me, and you could hear the powers that be in the background, Amblin Entertainment and various people. All right, so we need a profile, so I give them a profile. And so there's silence, and then I hear, and I don't know who said it. So what are you going to do, Vincent? And I go, well, isn't this a makeup test? Yeah, but we'd like to see what you're going to do. And then there was this like long pause, and I went, sorry? I'm not going to do that now. Oh. Oh.
I still see people in the Volkswagen van.
So, you know, it was a very uncomfortable moment, and I just never imagined that I would have to do the character yet, so I just stood my ground and said, no. So the first day of set was very interesting on set, the first day of shooting for my character, because nobody knew what I was going to do. And I come on set, walking very strange, and everybody gets a little freaked out. I can see it in everybody's face. Everybody gets very pale and kind of, oh God, you know.
Method actors.
You can see that the crew even get uncomfortable because, oh, we're going to have to see some guy get fired. You know? And so I have about 10 lines of dialogue, and it was the Orkin scene where I killed the Orkin guy. I guess you know that scene. And I have to actually, so it was the perfect scene to start with because I have to walk, move, talk, you know, a lot of dialogue, and it was basically everything capsulated in one scene. So they were going to see everything for the first time. So we rehearsed it, and I still, you know, I'm trying to walk with the braces, but I'm still not doing the character, and everybody's very quiet and uncomfortable, and it just started getting more and more, you know, stressful for them. So certain things don't bother me. I don't get stressed out on something. But so I wasn't stressed at all. I was just very happy to be able to. I couldn't wait for the word action so I could do the part. And so the word came, action, and I'm full out now. Full into character, do the whole take, and then I hear Barry say, cut. And nothing happens. Nobody speaks. And I like turn to the director in his chair, to Barry. He's there, and he's kind of like, this is his monitor. He goes like, this is what I see. And, you know, I'm waiting for another take, and the first AD comes over and says, Vincent, we're gonna take a break. Really? Did we get that? Oh, I don't know, but we're just gonna have a break. And so I go back to my trailer, hobble back to my trailer. And there's this long period of time, and to this day I don't know what happened in that period of time. And they eventually broke for lunch. It was a couple hours went by, and then they broke for lunch. And then we came back and we started again to the same take, exactly the same thing. So, you know, the tone was still, nobody was speaking to me. And I did it again, the same thing. He said, action, I just went flat. I even think I did a better take than the first one. And then Barry walks over to me and he says, you're sure about this? And I'm like, I think this is working, don't you think it's working? And he said, yeah, locked off. I said, I don't think I'm going to have to lock them off for the whole show. You know, I started to like talk to them about stuff outside of performance. I don't think I'm going to need to lock them off the whole show. I think that eventually I'll get used to the posture and I'll be able to work with it without the braces. But right now I'm wearing braces there on my legs, and then it's taped off, and I pulled my pant leg up and I showed him. He's like, oh, inches, you know. And we shot the scene, and then skip 3 weeks later. I was told by the guys at the special effects guys that they could no longer use the puppets that they had made. They had spent $500,000 on each for two puppets, $500,000 a piece on these huge puppets that were going to be for the end of the movie. And I was told that they had to throw those puppets away because they could never get the puppets to move as interesting as my character did. So the end of the movie was not planned on being CGI, but eventually the bug became a CGI bug at the end. And so that's the best story I can think of when it comes to